Number 8 says the best professionals, well, they work to solve problems rather than to place blame. They work to solve problems rather than place blame. How many of y'all watched the football game Monday night? The NCAA championship game Monday night. All right? 30 days ago, I decided I was going to watch that game, that I would do anything I could to be there because I wanted to watch the game because I knew what happened in the Auburn, Alabama game. And some of y'all are nodding, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Alabama, University of Alabama, 2-time national champion, football champion. People were calling them a dynasty, ranked number 1 in the country. Without question, if they won the last game of the season, which happened to be against arch rival Auburn University, if they won that one game, they were going to go to the championship game for 3 years in a row, and everybody believed they would win it. And so they went to play Auburn. And for 59 minutes, 59 seconds, it was the most amazing ball game. I didn't like either team, and yet I was enthralled by the ball game. And at the end of 59 minutes, 59 seconds, with literally 1 second left on the clock, we've got Alabama who decides to kick a field goal that, if successful, will win the game. Now, the field goal is no certainty, mind you, because it's going to be a 57-yard field goal. Now, for those of you who don't understand that, 57 is a long way. It's not a given. It's not impossible, but it's not a given. What makes it harder is they send in a freshman kicker. A freshman. See, the regular kicker had missed 3 field goals already, and Coach Saban was mad at him. So he sends in a freshman kicker into one of the most pressure-packed situations that they'd ever been in. He goes and says in there and says, kick that ball. Now, it wasn't a huge risk. It's a risk I would have been willing to take because, see, what Saban was thinking, that if he kicks this ball and he makes the field goal, the time will expire while the ball is in the air, they win, game on. And if he misses the field goal, it'll fall, and they'll down the football, and they'll go into extra innings or overtime, and therefore they still got a chance to win. So he sends this young kicker out there. The teams take the field. The young kicker aligns himself. The ball is snapped. He takes his 2 steps. He kicks. Oh, wait a minute. Did I forget to tell you that Auburn also had a plan? Auburn had a plan. The Auburn coach says, hey, Chris, come here. I didn't even know who he was talking about initially. I'll never forget his name now. Chris Davis Jr., number 11. Hey, Chris, come in. Go out there and stand in the end zone. Who knows? It may be short. If it is, catch and run. So this Chris Davis Jr. goes out and he positions himself right under the crossbar. Oh yeah, now back to my kicker. He takes his step, he kicks. This young freshman kicker kicks one of the prettiest, most beautiful, most online 56-yard field goals you're ever going to see. And yet it fell 1 yard short of his intended destination. And there stands Chris Davis Jr. watching it tumble into his hands. And when he caught it, he took off. And lo and behold, he kept running until 109 yards later, he crossed the goal line, touchdown, Auburn wins, Alabama's out of the discussion for the national championship. Auburn is elevated into the discussion for the national championship, which they played for last Monday night. I'm in my living room watching this game. I couldn't believe I don't like either of the teams, and I'm jumping. Yeah. You know, my wife comes in. Relax. I said, don't tell me to relax. Get out. I want to watch the interviews now. I'm going to watch all of this because I knew that Coach Saban was going to be asked a question. In the post-game interview, Coach Saban was going to be asked, Coach, what happened? Now, if I would have been coaching the coach, this is what I would have said, Coach. First of all, tell them how disappointed you are to lose because, man, everybody will understand that. Well, man, that's a heartbreaker to lose. But then tell them how proud you are of your kids. Man, I hated to lose that game. We all did. But, man, did you see my kids? 59 minutes, 59 seconds. They never quit till the very last second. They won the game. They were trying to win. We got beat by a good team. They deserved to win today, but we were right there. And these kids will talk about this game. And, oh, did you see that freshman kicker? Man, I'm so proud of him. 56 yards. Oh, what a great kick he tried. And I am so proud of these kids. I'm looking forward. They'll be talking about this game for 50 years. They'll be telling, I played in the game. I didn't win it, but I played in this game. That's what I wish he would have said. That's not what he said. Coach, what happened out there? He's been kicking 60-yarders in practice for days. We had to win behind him. I don't know why he couldn't find another yard, right? And then the line, I don't know, the assignment was missed someplace. Somebody broke down. Somebody didn't cover the kick like they should have. He said, I'll have to look at film and see what happened there. In other words, statement by statement by statement, he threw one 18 to 22-year-old kid after another under the bus. It was never his fault, right? I got disgusted. I got disgusted watching it. Missed opportunity. No professionalism there as far as I'm concerned. I don't care that he does make $5.5 million a year, right, as a coach. I started to leave, and then they said, our next interview will be with Chris Davis, Jr. I said, I think I can wait another minute or two. I want to see old Chris. They bring Chris in, this 18, 19, 20-year-old kid. He was still jacked up with adrenaline. I mean, he's bouncing. He's so excited. They bring him into the interview room. He sits down, and as soon as he sits down, the interviewer asks him what may be the single stupidest question I've ever heard in my life. This is the question. You ready? Chris, what were you thinking as you watched the ball tumble from the air into your hand? Now, quickly, how many of you have played competitive sports in here? Let me see a show of hands. What was he thinking? Nothing. All he was doing was watching that ball, right? And then when he finally had secured the ball, he took off. And he just kept running till all of a sudden there was no more real estate to cover. Touchdown. Then we celebrate, right? Chris Davis looked at this interviewer. He didn't say it, but with that look like, you are stupid, aren't you? He looked and he paused for a second. He said, what was I thinking? Catch it and run. And I went, yes, that's exactly what you were thinking. You were told, Chris, go in there and catch and run. Don't worry about touchdown. I know what the interviewer wanted him to say. Oh, I think I can score a touchdown. I think we can get Alabama. I think I can be a hero for all time. No, catch it and run, and then let's see what happens. By the way, the other 10 players on the field for Auburn, they also had an assignment. Go out there and block while he's trying to catch it and run. Go out and seal. Go out and do what you're called to do. And all 11 people did their job, and guess what? Amazing thing happened. Right? Look here. West Star is asking you to do it every day. Catch it and run. Catch and run. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to score the winning touchdown. But guess what? If we're all trying to catch and run, all trying to do our job to the best of our abilities, amazing things can happen.